Students, today we will learn about serial data input output, that is serial communication. I think you know about parallel communication and serial communication. In parallel communication, 8 bits are sent at a time. In serial communication, bit by bit is sent. Serial communication is cost effective, that is low cost communication. 8051 microcontroller has SCON and SBuffer as special function registers for serial communication. SBuffer is a serial buffer register is used to hold the data while transmitting and receiving the data. At port 3 we have P3.0 and P3.1, that is RxD and TxD. These two pins are used for reception as well as transmission. Using these two pins, 8051 is performing serial communication. So we can call these two pins are serial port. Now we will learn about SCON special function register. Look at this diagram, SCON serial communication special function register. So it is a 8-bit register. It has 0th bit to 7th bit. Now we will see the 7th position bit, nothing but SM0, SM1. These two bits are used to select a mode of a serial communication. 8051 has 4 serial communication modes, mode 0 to mode 3. So you have to select one of the mode of serial communication to do the serial communication operation. So see this is the table which is providing different modes. SM0, SM1. If both are 0, 0, you are selecting mode 0. Mode 0 nothing but shift register mode. Here SBuffer is working as a shift register. Just you have to do the shift in, shift out for reception and transmission. Next, if it is 0, 1, then you are selecting mode 1, that is 8-bit UART mode. So here baud rate is variable, means baud rate nothing but number of bits per second. So transmission speed is variable. That depends upon the which application you are using. And if SM0, SM1 are 1, 0, you are selecting mode 2. What is the mode 2? 9-bit UART. Baud rate is fixed, F by 32 or F by 64. F means crystal frequency of the 8051. And if it is 1, 1, you are selecting mode 3. It is 9-bit UART, but baud rate is variable. So these are the 4 modes of serial communication. You can select any one mode with the help of SM0 and SM1 bits of SCON. Next bit is SM2. So this is the bit we are going to use in 9-bit communication. So depends upon the communication, we can select as SM2 as 1 or 0. Next bit is REN, receive enable. So whenever REN equal to 1, the 8051 microcontroller can receive the data. If REN equal to 0, the 8051 cannot receive the data. So this is a bit is used to enable or disable the reception. Next bit is TB8. So TB8 and RB8, these two bits are used in 9-bit communication. And next bit is TI. TI means transmit interrupt. So TI is transmit interrupt. Full form is T for transmit, I for interrupt. So whenever transmission is over, means data is transmitted from SBuffer to the external devices, then TI bit automatically sets. So TI is equal to 1 means transmission is over. Then RI, receive interrupt. Whenever RI is equal to 1 means reception is over, means SBuffer got 8-bit data from the external devices. So that is nothing but receive interrupt. TI and RI both are serial communication interrupts. Now I will explain about serial communication modes. So first we will see the mode 0, that is shift register mode. When SM0, SM1 both are 0, 0, you can select the mode 0. So that is shift register mode. Here SBuffer special function register is working as a shift register. So you have to load the 8-bit data, then you can perform shift in or shift out according to the which operation you are doing. If you are doing transmission, first you have to load the 8-bit data into the SBuffer, then you can do the shift out. If you are doing shift in means external devices will send the 8-bit data to the SBuffer. So look at this pulse diagram. So here RxD and TxD, these are the two pins are used. Generally RxD for reception, TxD for transmission. But in this mode 0 case, both shift in and shift out, nothing but transmission and reception, are done by RxD only. Only one pin is utilized to transmit the data as well as receive the data. What is about TXD means TXD used to provide the clock pulses. So you required shifting pulses to do the shifting and shift out. That shifting pulses are provided by the TX. So RxD is doing shift in, shift out, and TXD is providing clock pulses as a shift pulses. So this is our mode 0. So here mode 0 is using shifting pulses frequency is switched frequency by 12 and data word size is 8 bit. Next come to the mode 1. Here mode 1 is standard UART 8-bit mode. Standard UART means you are using UART IC, Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter IC. Separate IC you are using to perform the serial communication, and you are doing 8-bit data transmission and reception, but data word size is 10-bit because it is a asynchronous communication. Every byte should attach one start bit and one stop bit. So one start bit plus 8-bit data plus one stop bit. So altogether 10 bits. So this is the data word size of the mode 1, 10-bit data word. So here same thing, RxD is used for reception, TXD is for transmitting with the help of port 3 pins. Then here we are going to use variable baud rate in the mode 1. So how to select the baud rate, how to select the speed of the communication. Using timers you can generate the baud rate. As I said earlier, timers are used to provide the transmission speed also, nothing but to provide the baud rate for serial communication. So these are the formulas you can utilize to provide the baud rate. So how to select the timer and how much data you have to store into the timers. These formulas are provided to calculate the baud rates. So look at this mode 1 data word. One is start bit, logic low start bit, and 8-bit data, that is nothing but S buffer data. Then one high bit stop bit. So one start bit, 8-bit S buffer data, and one stop bit. So total is 10-bit data word of the mode 1. So next mode is mode 2. Mode 2 nothing but 9-bit UART mode, that is nothing but multiprocessor mode. In this mode, more than one microcontroller can communicate with each other, that is called multiprocessor mode. So data word is 11 bits. So one start bit plus 9 actual bits plus one stop bit. So altogether 11 bits. So mode 2 data word size is 11 bits. So here TBX and RBX are used for transmission and reception. S buffer is having 8-bit data. Then what is about 9th bit? So you have to submit actual 9 bits. S buffer will give the 8 bits, but how to get 9th bit means when you are transmitting the data, TB8 will give the 9th bit. When you are receiving the data, RB8 bit will receive the 9th bit. S buffer will receive 8 bits and the 9th bit is received by the RB8. So this is our TB8 and RB8 used in the mode 2 and as well as mode 3. In mode 2 we are using fixed baud rate, that is nothing but F by 32 or F by 64. So this is a formula we are using to generate the baud rate. So see this mode 2 data word diagram. So one bit is start bit, low bit, nothing but logic 0 as a start bit, and 9 actual bits. So 8 bits from S buffer, 9th bit from TB8 or RB8. So 9-bit actual data, then one stop bit as a logic 1. So start bit, 9 actual bits, 1 stop bit. So altogether 11-bit data word. This is used in the mode 2. Then come to the mode 3. Mode 3 is similar to the mode 2, only the baud rate is variable. So you have to select variable baud rate according to your serial communication application, and you can use timers to generate the baud rate. So whatever formulas we used in mode 1, same formulas you can use in this mode 3 to get the baud rate. So students, this is about serial communication. We have seen SCON and SBuffer, two special function registers, and every serial communication can be done in any mode. So serial communication of 8051 is having 4 modes, mode 0 to mode 3.